Okay, good morning, children. My name is B. Ravindra Reddy. I am working at Government High School, Parpalli Street, Siddipet. So today we will discuss. We are at what acids and bases. We completed what lecture number 1 as introduction. In this introduction, we completed what is meant by acid, what is meant by base, and differences between acids and bases, and different definitions given by different scientists. Next one in lecture number 2, we are what completed theories of acids and bases. We have 3 theories of acids and bases. Arrhenius theory, Bronsted-Lowry theory, Lewis theory. In that 3 theories, we completed Arrhenius theory. Next one in lecture number 3, we took what Bronsted-Lowry theory. In this Bronsted-Lowry theory, we completed acid, base, salt, and one more important concept, formation of conjugate acid-base theory. Lewis theory. In this theory also we completed what we concentrated what is meant by acid, what is meant by base, and what is meant by salt, and what are demerits or limitations in Lewis theory. Next one, so in what state syllabus? So lecture number 5 we started what first lecture as what in state syllabus, that is about what indicators, concept of what indicators, and introduction to the water state syllabus. Indicator, what is meant by indicator, and how many normal indicators are there, natural indicators are there, and synthetic indicators we are used, and what is the color change of those indicators, and how we will identify the what given substance as acid and base. Next one in lecture number 6 we took as what classification of what acids, how many types of what that means what acids are there, and based on what different concepts. Now what we will discuss about what lecture number 7, classification of bases. Bases are classified into different types based on their what different concepts. So first classification is based classification based on what strength of bases, strength of the base. So according to the strength of the base, we what classified into two types. We are classified into two types. What are they? One is what strong base, and another one is what weak base. Strong base, and another one is what weak base. What is mean by strong base? Strong base means the base which will gives what more OH minus ions are completely dissociated. The base which will gives what more OH minus ions are completely dissociated is called as strong base. Weak base means what? Weak base means what? The base which will gives less OH minus ions. Less OH minus ions is called as what? Weak base. Which is completely dissociated in water is called as strong base. So examples of strong bases are what? Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and what? Cesium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is what? Completely dissociated. Completely dissociated means what? 100% dissociated. 100% dissociated means when we dissolve in water, it will what gives total molecules are dissociated into its ions. For example, if you are what dissolved 100 molecules of sodium hydroxide, total 100 molecules are dissociated. In such a way, in these three what bases also, they are completely dissociated. Next one, weak base. Weak base means which is what? Partially ionized. Partially ionized. The base which will what dissociated. The base that is dissociated in the dissociated or what ionized. Dissociated or ionized partially is known as what? Strong base. Examples for partially ionized is called as what? Weak base. Partially ionized is called as what? Weak base. Examples for these weak bases are what? Ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is dissociated as what? Ammonium and OH minus ions. Magnesium hydroxide is dissociated Mg+2 and OH minus ions. So this is what? Partially ionized. Partially ionized means not completely ionized. If you are dissolved 100 molecules, from that 100 molecules, around what 50 to 60 molecules are dissociated. Such molecules are such bases are called as what? Weak bases. Next one, based on the number of replaceable OH minus ions. Based on the number of replaceable OH minus ions. So number of replaceable ions we classified into what? Monoacidic bases and diacidic bases. Monoacidic bases means what? Diacidic and triacidic and polyacidic also we are divided. So monoacidic means what? This acidity is present for base. Acidity means what? Number of OH minus ions or replaceable number of OH minus ions. Replaceable number of OH minus ions is called as what? Acidity. Monoacidic bases, the bases which has what? Only one OH minus ions, replaceable OH minus ions, those are called as what? Monoacidic bases. Example, NaOH, it has one OH, so that's why this OH minus is be replaced. Diacidic bases, the base which has what? Two OH minus ions, two replaceable OH minus ions is called as what? Diacidic base. Examples, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, lead hydroxide. So those can be what? Give two OH minus ions. Next one, triacidic base. The base that has three OH minus ions is called as what? Triacidic base. That means what? This can give what? Three OH minus ions, three replaceable ions when it is dissolved in water. AlOH taken 3, it will gives what? Al plus 3 and 3 OH minus ions, such that what? This is called as triacidic base. Polyacidic bases means what? The bases which will gives more than 3 OH minus ions, they are called as polyacidic bases. Next one, let we consider what? Properties are bases. Properties of what? Bases. Under this, what? Properties of what? Bases. So that under properties of bases, these acids are generally sour in taste. Acids are what? Generally sour in taste. Sour